So, Game of Thrones, aka House of the Dragon, just dropped a teaser a couple of hours ago. And I got some thoughts. Because this shit looks like it was filmed on a potato. Or worse, an Android from Metro PCS. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is your girl Crow here, coming with books, rants, movies, and more. And let me do this. Excuse me. I had to crack a beer because, child, not enough alcohol can save me from the mess that I just saw at all. On that trailer. Oh my God. I ain't even gonna call it a trailer. It doesn't even deserve the title of trailer. Actually, it really isn't. It's a teaser. So if you guys must know, this beer is hidden right now, nice and cold. But if you guys must know, HBO Max just dropped their little teaser trailer for House of the Dragon. If you guys don't know my standpoint on House of the Dragon and how I feel about the show, its casting and what it's doing, you can check out my video, my Game of Thrones playlist. It's on there. It's giving you a bunch of reasons and more why I think this show is just going to be this cash grab of trash. But I'm going to talk about a little bit of the Easter eggs in what I saw in the teaser, and I want to talk about some other things as well. I'm not going to do a analysis breakdown by breakdown because that would require me to have more alcohol in my cabinet, and I just have not enough in my cabinet and not enough time. So if you really want to know my thoughts on this teaser, I was not fucking impressed. I was underwhelmed once a fucking again. But I mean, come on, it's what's to expect. I mean, literally, we all just wasted a decade, if not more, wasting our time on this show, only to have that horrible, traumatizing season 8 by D&D, and yes, by George R. R. Martin, who I just found out wrote one episode per season. So I'm just like, okay, I guess that's a thing now. But House of the Dragon is something that he will be taking a little bit more of a hands-on approach with. And if I had to say something about this damn teaser was trash. It was trash. It was garbage. It was exactly what I knew it was going to be. First of all, it looks like it was filmed on a potato. It really did. Bad quality. And this is me watching on the HBO official site. Okay? It really was. Okay, this is common sense. When you have a show that you want to do, and you want to have teasers and trailers and things like that, you want to keep people aesthetically and visually intrigued. You do. You want to keep people aesthetically and physically intrigued, because what we see on television is telling us what to cater our vision to. Thus, television. Okay, it's telling us what to cater our eyes to, and will it interest us, spark us, and give a new emotion to us? Bitch, no. This goddamn fucking trailer was drier than mummy pussy. It really was. It was drier than mummy pussy. And it was just not it for me. First of all, if you really wanted to just get me into it, where are the fucking dragons? Because it looks like this budget is going to be blown up on dragons, okay? Because it damn sure ain't blown up on them damn Party City wigs that they got going on, okay? Now, I'm gonna be quite honest. I knew they were going to do the black man kind of dirty. I knew they were going to do Corlys Velaryon kind of dirty. Because in the trailer, you see his family coming in, looking all like something, I don't know, like between the nappy ass looking wigs on everybody else and that goddamn busy ass, that busy ass clothing that they're doing, it's busy. I swear to God, that clothing is so fucking busy. Their outfits are busy. Their costumes are busy as shit. It can start its own business. That's how busy that shit is. It, you know, when Game of Thrones first came out in the original seasons, one of the creators of the outfits, she's not on the House of the Dragon anymore. She decided to do something else or take a break or whatever. But they have a new person. But one thing I remember her saying, on the original, she said that she always designed the outfits to tell a story and tell what's happening within that moment. This shit is busy. When you saw Corlys Valerian's family, it just looks tacky. The two daughters is good. Lena and, Corlys Valerian's wife. I'm not even trying to remember the names now. It's just so bad looking at that. They looked fine. Okay. It looked good. They correlated really well. Laenor. Oh my God. Laenor. Like I said, them wigs was nappy. Laenor's head, I don't know what they're doing, but aren't these wigs supposed to be like $5,000 to $10,000? Laenor's wig looked like a dirty ass mop that they used to clean the floors at fucking Party City. You cannot tell me that raggedy ass shit is going to be flying all season 1. And let's not make the excuse that, it's because they're starting and they have no money. Bullshit. Literally, HBO told D&D up 2 years ago that we are going to sign the check, write your amount. So HBO is obviously splurging money. Okay? Hell, it's for the same reason why they canceled probably Lovecraft Country. To make room for that shit. Even though Lovecraft was not good, but I digress. We're on a new rant today. New me, new rant. But, I mean, everything from the swords, from Blackfire. Blackfire doesn't even look like Blackfire. It just looks like a Etsy or a Wish replica sword that they decided to do. I just was unimpressed with that. And then, if you had to compare what Blackfire looked like to, let's say, Oathbreaker and Whittle's Well, with especially and this is me just looking at the hilt. The hilt looks like the hilt to Blackfire looks so basic. It really does. It looks basic bitchy. It just looks so basic. Okay. When you look at the hilt to Oathbreaker, Whittle's Well, gorgeous, encrusted gold, kind of has that, it's not really gold, but encrusted. It has this kind of artsmanship, this craft, this old ancient kind of finery to it. And meanwhile, Blackfire just looks like this ghetto sword from Wish or Etsy. Like I said, it just looks really bad. It really just looks bad. Okay. And when I just look at the props and the outfits, it's just so busy. It's not giving me a correlation that I seen in, in the original show. And say what you may say about the original GOT, which I hated. Those outfits was on point. So to see the quality of outfits, wigs, hair, makeup look the way it looked within that clip, it was just disastrous. It was disastrous. It was monstrous even. Even Rhaenyra Targaryen on the makeup front, aka Emma Darcy. Excuse my, I'm starting to know her name. She looks like she has adult acne, and then they just try to cover it up with makeup. But they didn't cover or blend up enough to where if you look at her cheeks kind of closely, not super closely, it looks like kegged on makeup. And I'm no makeup expert, but I know a kegged on makeup face or powder face or flower face when I see it. And it just did not look good. It just looked kind of oily and kegged on. Like she's trying to hide adult acne. And I'm I'm not shaming with nobody with adult acne, because even I have it. But bitch, we have Rihanna. Let's blend our makeup, please. Let's blend our makeup, please. You can tell that they either have wasted their budget on the dragons, okay, or they just don't give a fuck. And I feel like they just don't give a fuck. Not they wasted that budget on them dragons. Okay. And if I'm very concerned that if this trailer and all these little inconsistencies and flaws that I didn't see, I'm concerned that if they're not trailer, this teaser is what it is going to be. I'm concerned for the whole work in general. Because if you're giving me this sloppy Lenore Party City mop wig, I am not going to subscribe to shit. Period. I'm not subscribing. I'm not doing anything. And I don't want to come for the actors, because the actors are really good actors. I'm not going to come for them too much. But it seems like they just told the actors to put on this wig and say these lines. I mean, because I'm gonna be quite honest, Daemon Targaryen, who's being played by Matt Smith from The Crown, which he was wonderful on The Crown. He's a good actor. He is a good actor. But Daemon Targaryen literally looks like the angel from Midnight Mass in a fucking blonde wig. That chin, that it just does not blend with him. When you watch Emilia Clarke and you see the essence of Emilia Clarke and how the Targaryen hair, it was just flowing, it was immaculate, it had this grace. The braids told a story. I'm not gonna lie. And even the person who does the hair and does the wigs, they even said so on the back of the scene on the original Game of Thrones, that the braids tell a story. They tell Daenerys' journey. You see how it gets braided longer and longer and longer again, and how each braid becomes a thing. Even in the books, how she braids her hair. Each braid becomes a thing, a journey, a step in her life. It's to who she's conquered, who she hasn't conquered, all of the above. So when you see all these little nappy ass, fuzzy ass wigs and shit, yeah, I'm saying nappy because I'm black, folks. Let's not be honest. Let's not act over here. These bitches need edge control. They need edge control. All of them need edge control or something. Lord, bless it, bless it, bless it. Take it out of my hands. Because if you're willing to translate your costumes to where this is visually not decent for me to look at, I wonder about your work. I wonder about the quality of your work. I mean, bad enough that Fire and Blood reads like a goddamn fucking textbook at a public fucking school on the south side of Chicago. No, if it's the south side of Chicago. Hey. But bad enough that it reads like a bad textbook at a public school in an inner city. You have to learn we have to see how the dialogue is going to correlate with each other. There's that to worry about. And if that doesn't match with the bad look, or if it doesn't match, or if it's not greater past these ugly ass costumes, these busy costumes, this busy hair, all this shit, if it doesn't correlate with each other, the show's going to flop. And what makes me so concerned about these costumes and these lazy ass things, I have a strong feeling if this show does not do well, which I've seen a lot of the comment sections on certain kind of things, and there's a lot of people not digging this show. They don't want to watch it. They don't want to have anything to do with it because of the trust that was broken 3 years ago with D&D. There's a lot of people who don't want shit to do with this show, unfortunately. Except for the diehards and the super mega obsessed people who, I don't know how the fuck y'all have that much optimism, because Lord Jesus. Okay, nuh-uh. Really, I don't know how y'all got that much optimism, but bless y'all little special souls, because I'm just like, there's no way. There ain't no way, bruh. Ain't no way. But I know I'm sounding like I'm all hyped up and shit, but because I had to get on the mic after I got out of work. I just worked like a big shift and I had to get on the alarm to talk about this because this was wild, okay? And this was not choosing violence. This was choosing mediocrity. This was giving... It was giving so many things. It was giving mediocre. It was giving cheap. It was giving boredom. It was giving everything that it was not supposed to be giving. Okay, it's giving that to me. That's what it's giving to me. And mind you, you have all the guys and all the people, all the Song of Ice and Fire creators and content creators saying good things about it. Just about. I don't want to put words in their mouth, but they probably are. But I'm going to be that kind of content creator that's going to be real with y'all. It looks wasteful. It looks garbagey. And what I'm scared about is if, and I mean only if this becomes a giant momentous failure, I have a strong feeling they're going to blame the black people for it being bad. And seeing this on this teaser, now mind you, the teaser can clean, let me say it, between the teaser and the official trailer, things could be cleaned up, okay? They could be cleaned up. They could be cleaned up, all right? But, and it could look better on the trailer. It could. Maybe. We don't know. That's me holding out a slight sliver of optimism for this show. But it looks ghetto. And I've looked at some of the set scenes. It looks clustered. It looks very cramped. It really looks like my grandmother's basement. Like, it really is. It looks like my grandmother's dingy ass old basement that's just so cluttered, and it's just hoardy looking. It looks like it's hoardy. You know, even when you look at the Iron Throne and you look at the Great Hall of the Iron Throne, when they were in Belfast shooting, the Great Hall to the Iron Throne was humongous. It was big. And now when I look at this, and let me just say it like this. Now when I look at Westeros and I look at the Great Hall, it's so small and it's dark. And it's just like, oh my God, where the fuck is the light at? You know, are we going to have a long night situation again where we have to all put our flashlights on to like point at our TV so we can just see what we need to see? Because I know a lot of niggas that was doing that shit. They quite literally got a flashlight, pointed it out their TV so they can look at what they was looking at on their damn TV. Okay? Because the damn Game of Thrones long night was so dark. They need to work on their lighting. And people are sitting there saying, oh, the Iron Throne looks so authentic like the real books. No, it doesn't. No, the fuck it doesn't. The Iron Throne reached pretty high. The Iron Throne was pretty tall and it was filled with fucking swords. All they did was manage to stick a bunch of swords and super glue them motherfucking swords onto 3 steps. And that is not motherfucking accurate at all. They just super glued the swords to the damn 3 steps leading up to the Iron Throne. And I'm just like, child, this is ghetto. The ghetto. The ghetto. The ghetto. A rat-a-tat-tat. The ghetto. Okay? Like, no. Super gluing some swords to 3 little stairs does not qualify it to look like what the Iron Throne was depicted as in the goddamn book. Iron Throne is like a massive stairs that they had to fucking climb up to, and it's made out of swords to where you sit on the goddamn Iron Throne. I don't. Let me calm myself down before I get my blood pressure up. Okay, some of y'all hating ass bitches want that to happen, but fuck y'all. But moving on from that, it's one of those situations where stop trying to find legitimacy in something that isn't legit. Y'all be getting y'all mega damn George R. R. Martin fans be getting the fuck on my nerves. Like, y'all be trying to find the most littlest inconsistent thing and say, that's so like the book. No, it's not. Some things are like the book. I will give it that. The Morning Star that Sir Christian Cole uses, that's his weapon of choice. And the one thing I will say that out of all the costumes that look badass, the armor for the Targaryens was on point. The leather working on it, perfect. The dragon wings, the helm, the black and red kind of thing, the plume where it's like the ponytail red plume, that was perfect looking. That is what Targaryen armor does look like, and I can see why it looks like that. I really can. That was the only thing that was perfect. The rest of it was toe up from the flow up and made me want to throw up. Especially them wigs. You mean to tell me we go from Daenerys Targaryen, beautiful $5,000 wigs, gorgeous beyond belief, to this raggedy, nappy shit that needs edge controls? No. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. And mind you, George R. R. Martin is more hands-on with this one. And like I said, this series looks like a bootleg ass Dollar Tree knockoff. It does. Say what you may say about D&D, and I can't stand D&D either with every fiber of my black ass being. I cannot stand them. Okay? And so you know, at least y'all know I'm not playing favoritism and I just hate black people just to hate black people. Or if you want to sit here and say, oh, you hate Misha Green. No, my hate is very equal when it comes to bad and competent writers and shows. Okay? So it's very equal. But like I was saying, I digress. But this looks like a bootleg. This is like the RC Cola of Game of Thrones. I mean, like I said, say what you will about Game of Thrones, but it was the shit. It was the Coca-Cola. This is, looking at this teaser, this is like the RC Cola. This is like And1 from Payless. This is like And1 shoes from Payless. Like, seriously. This is like And1 shoes from Payless. I don't want this. And the thing of it is, did any of us really ask for this? Who asked for this? Who? Call me an owl. Who asked for this? Who asked for this shit? Who? I didn't ask for this. You know what I would have liked to see is how the long night started. But who asked for this? Who? And I know everybody's like, oh, we can't wait to see Corlys Velaryon, because everybody's trying to prove that they're not a fucking racist or any damn thing, or whatever the case may be. But I don't give a shit about Corlys fucking Velaryon. I don't give a shit if the goddamn rest of the goddamn show sucks. What is having a black Corlys Velaryon gonna do? And I really, like I said, I'm not stupid. I know, no offense to some of my white viewers on here, you know, if this doesn't apply to you, ignore it. But for some of y'all, I know what white people try to do. White people play games, okay? They play games like a motherfucker. So that means if this show ends up being a complete fucking failure on a writing standpoint, a visual standpoint, people are going to go blame the actor. And let's not sit here and act like we don't have this mob mentality in this goddamn community on the internet, that people blame the actress, but they don't blame the directors and they don't blame other people. They blame the actress and try to blackball the actress or the actor and make the actor feel like garbage and shit. Let's not act like we don't live in this kind of society where we have a mob mentality. That's why I said Corlys Velaryon is the token black guy, but he's the token that is their get out of jail free card. Because you know people are already tripping about Corlys being black. You think they're going to let that go? If the show is a flop, you must be living in a goddamn dreamland. And looking at this sloppy craftsmanship of costumes, hair, setting, quality of setting, I am not fucking impressed. I know people say it's easy to hate than give love, but I will give love. And I am going to give love to two shows that I do like. I'm working on upcoming videos with Midnight Mass, because there's so much to digest with Midnight Mass that I would have to break it down completely. And I am working on Squid Game, and that's very digestible too. And as far as I'm concerned, if they really want to tell a story, I suggest they watch Squid Game or Midnight Mass for some character development. Because I don't think fighting over the Iron Throne is gonna cut it any goddamn more. It's the same fucking story, just different fucking people with bad makeup and hair at this point. Like I said, everybody just looks like they're wearing their best nasty bootleg moppy looking Dollar Tree fucking Party City wig, and they're just saying, put this goddamn on and then just say these lines, and it doesn't look well. I mean, you got makeup and director literally got this goddamn girl Rhaenyra Targaryen, aka Emma Darcy, looking like a fucking cake face, like she just fell in some cake or something. What the hell is going on with y'all? Get it together. Get it together, bitch. Get it together. Get it together, bitches. Get it together. And I am just really just disappointed. Like, I was going to be disappointed. I knew I was going to be disappointed. I knew that I needed a drink after I saw this teaser. And sure enough, I'm glad I did, because we just have to come to a stark reality. And after seeing so many comments in comment sections of people's videos where they don't like the show, where they're saying fuck it, it's trash, seriously, there's a lot that's on there. Unfortunately, there's a lot that's on there where people do not like this show, okay? Or they don't want this show to happen. I mean, they don't want it to happen, okay? And people saying that this will not live up to the hype or success of GOT. People are saying stuff like that. And that's the thing. And even people are attacking George R. R. Martin at certain points too, and saying like, it's impossible to express how uninterested I am in anything involving George R. R. Martin and HBO. There's people literally not giving a shit any goddamn more about this. Its time has passed. The hype has been up. It's been dried up. Will it come back? Maybe. I wouldn't put it past me, but I think it's going to flop. It's not going to get that traction that it once got anymore. I said got. Pun. Sorry. It's not going to get that traction anymore, because nobody wants to sit here and waste 10 years of their goddamn life with a mediocre plot. Nobody wants to. And knowing what I know about Fire and Blood, and knowing what I know about the ending of how this ends, I don't give a shit. It's just another let's kill the strong woman trope. It's just another one of that. It's just doubling and tripling down. Maybe they may change some shit. Maybe they won't. But it's just that. So at the end, good luck to them. I will be watching the show because obviously I love to do rants. Okay. And that's kind of like my thing. But like I said, comment, like, subscribe. Let me know what you guys think, because this teaser was just an utter disappointment. It was shallow, pedantic, and it does not deserve my time or my good graces. Okay. But yeah, comment, like, subscribe. Shout out to my editor, Carrie. Go read Yashu's Playground, The Red Door. Her book is great. Speaking on the book news, I will be in the next couple of months publishing my book, Wolves of Winter. Yes, Wolves of Winter. The first book being Secrets in the Shadows. So you guys look out for that coming up on Amazon. Look out for that. You don't gotta pay all the time, but support your girl. Give a little, give a little bit of your bread. You ain't gonna regret it, because you definitely ain't gonna get what the hell you reading on Game of Thrones. You definitely ain't gonna get that. I mean, you're just not. You're gonna get something that's great, but you're not gonna get that kind of deprivation and fucked up kind of appeal. And black people will not be tokenized in my book. So yeah, that's a thing. But like I said, comment, like, subscribe. Thank you guys for your time. I'm coming back. Like I said, yeah, we just got to wait now and see what happens. But thank you guys. Goodbye.